Missouri rifle season for deer just wrapped up, and wondering how was the deer season, right? Well, it was down according to the Missouri Department of Conservation, and you'd be surprised why the reason. First, let's look at the numbers, Chris.
Yeah.
In 2024, total for rifle season looks like just shy of 160,000.
Yeah. So preliminary data from the Missouri Department of Conservation says the numbers were down dramatically. This year's harvest total was 30,000 lower than last year. 30,000 deer lower than last year, about 15% below the 5-year average, according to the MDC Supervisor Jason Isabella. An abundant acorn crop was a big factor in this year's harvest. And I'm like, well, what would that have to do with anything, right? Well, apparently, if there's a lot of acorns on the ground, the deer don't have to go looking for food.
Right.
They can stay hidden back in the trees, and hence the deer hunters aren't going to get as many deer. So apparently, that's a big thing. And also, they say weather was an issue. When it's warm or windy, apparently the deer don't move as much. Again, they stay in the trees and they're harder to find. So, I mean, that had a dramatic effect on 159,120 deer were harvested during this year's season, but again, 30,000 less.
And that's just through November 16th through the 26th, that 10-day rifle season, as you said. And it does make sense. Now, if you look at the territories or the zones, the ones that were significantly less were highly wooded areas, this according to Isabel as well. So it made sense they stay in the forest areas. You won't see them out in the fields and out in open areas, so they're not as easy to access by people with rifles. I mean, that makes sense. But the headline was, Acorns saved 30,000 deer in Missouri this hunting season.
Yeah. You have a lot of acorn trees around your house, right? Are they all falling and hitting everything during the fall?
Oh, yeah. There's acorns and leaves galore. If Alan, if you're watching, can you come finish the leaves, man?
So here's some of the numbers. Top harvest counties this year. Franklin County, 3,530 deer harvested. Texas County, 2,935. Howell County with 27 and 41. So there's some deer numbers for you.
Top counties, those are not heavily wooded areas,
right?
For the most part.
Yeah. And Camden County is, right? A lot of woods in this area.